You look at a receipt like a CVS scroll and realize you just fed a family for the price of a small used car. Premium credit cards are supposed to soften that blow, with marketing that promises a massive 5 times return or 5% cash back on your groceries. But there is a technical mismatch happening at the register. It creates a gap between the points you expect and the points you actually get, causing a massive portion of those rewards to disappear before they ever reach your account. This chart shows that leakage in action. In scenario A, an unoptimized wallet loses over 40. An MCC is a 4-digit code transmitted from the register to the payment network. To trigger a grocery multiplier, it must read 5411, the designation for supermarkets. If the code does not match exactly, the reward engine demotes your return to a baseline 1%. Most shoppers assume that any store selling fresh food will trigger that bonus. However, payment networks use rigid corporate classifications that often ignore the actual contents of the store. Securing the highest return on your food spend means you have to stop shopping for groceries and start tactically shopping for MCCs. The first major obstacle is Loblaws Companies, the retail giant behind over 2,400 stores like No Frills and Real Canadian Superstore. Even though these stores use the correct grocery code, Loblaws refuses to accept American Express at their registers to avoid the higher merchant fees associated with those cards. If your primary card is an Amex, you can bypass this checkout blockade using the President's Choice gift card loophole. First, you visit a competitor that accepts Amex, like Sobeys or Metro, to purchase a gift card. You pay with your Amex to secure the 5 times multiplier, then use the preloaded card to pay for groceries at the discount store later. This strategy comes with a trade-off. It requires an extra stop on your errands, and it forces you to tie up your cash in store-specific credit before you actually need the food. While that creates roughly 10% in travel value, you have to decide if the mental overhead of laundering your points through gift cards is worth the effort. Many families rely on bulk, week-to-week grocery hauls at large supercenters to keep their base costs as low as possible. But Walmart Canada is a trap for point seekers. Visa, MasterCard, and Amex all categorize these stores as discount or department locations rather than grocery stores. Swiping your premium card here results in a punishing 1% return, even if your entire cart is filled with produce. You can navigate around this by moving your order to the Walmart app or website for grocery pickup. Specific MasterCards process these digital payments under an online grocery code, which successfully triggers the full 5% rate. Defeating the Supercenter trap requires a direct compromise. You give up the ability to hand-pick your fresh produce in exchange for a 400% increase in your rewards. Neighborhood pharmacies are convenient for quick fill-in traps. Those times you just need a carton of milk or a dozen eggs. But Shoppers Drug Mart uses a drugstore code. Your standard grocery cards will not recognize these purchases as food. To get a return here, you have to pivot to a credit card that specifically features a pharmacy multiplier. The most effective tactic is to stack those pharmacy card rewards with 20 times point-of-ed days to maximize the yield. This forces you to manage an entirely separate credit line for errands and wait for corporate promotions before you do your shopping. Maximizing value at convenience stores effectively transforms a spontaneous errand into a rigid, calendar-based tactical operation. To master this system, you have to shift your focus away from the technical rules and look at your own behavior. This chart compares the mathematical impact of strategies against the effort required. High-effort tactics, like the gift card loophole, require mapping every store banner to a specific network. Alternatively, a simple flat-rate card gives a consistent return, allowing you to ignore the coding system entirely. Payment networks operate on fixed logic. To capture the bonus, you have to align your shopping behavior with their existing categories. If you enjoy the optimization game, the high-yield route is clear. For a family spending over $1,000 a month, the extra driving and gift card management can earn over $800 in annual travel value. But if tracking codes sounds exhausting, you should skip the premium fee cards and stick with a strong flat rate card that rewards you for being a convenience seeker. Regardless of the card you choose, never let the pursuit of points dictate where you shop if the base cost of the food is higher than the reward you're earning. True optimization means finding the best price for your groceries first, and only then choosing the plastic you use to pay for them.